everybody, Chicky Chell here. I am in the car getting ready to do some errands, but I have to stop and eat lunch, so I thought we could eat lunch together today. Lunch and chat. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, let me just give you a quick rundown of my stats. I am 40 years old. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy in June of 2018, so I am 9 months post-op. My highest recorded weight was 287. My surgery day, I was 263 pounds, and today I am 192. So doing well, doing well. I'm not doing an update video today. Please disregard all the shit I got in my back seat. I'm a busy mama. You know what I'm talking about. I am having what I call a protein meal. This is something that I do pretty much every day for lunch. Sometimes I'll have them for breakfast too. But yeah, for lunch, I make them for me. I make them for my kids to take to school. It's high protein, very low carb, if any carb. And there are different variations that I do. This is one that I do a lot, which is boneless, skinless chicken breast, cheese cubes. This one is mozzarella, and raw veggies. Today I have some peppers and some English cucumbers cut up. Super good. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about how I do it, how I prepare it. Super simple. I like the boneless, skinless chicken breasts that you get like in the economy packs or like in big plastic bag packs. I try to get them when they're on sale, and I'll buy a couple of them. I do these in the crock pot. It's the simplest way for me. It's easy. So if you're a busy mom like I am, you're running around all the time, this is probably the best way to do it. Here's what I do. So I take about 6 chicken breasts usually, depending on how many I have. 6 or 8 I'll do at a time, and that gets me a week, even 2 weeks, depending on, how many meals I'm making, if I'm making just for me or for my kids. If you're making just for you, probably 2 or 3 chicken breasts, maybe 4 would get you a week or more. So, adjust accordingly. But here's what I do. I take the chicken right out of the bag, so still frozen. You do not have to defrost it. Put it frozen in the crock pot. Pour a little bit of olive oil on it, Italian seasoning, salt, very little salt, and some pepper. Put it on low, let it cook, y'all. You know when chicken's done, when it's not pink anymore, right? It'll smell delish, and it will soften. That olive oil is going to keep it really moist, and when you're ready to cut it up, it's going to just be falling apart. It's delicious. My kids love it. I love it. You can put it in all kinds of different meals and stuff, all kinds of recipes. But for the protein meals, what I do is I just cut it into chunks. So you can see here, I've got, a lot of seasoning on there, and it's so super good. I eat it cold right out of the fridge. I prepare it ahead of time. I do this on a Sunday and prepare for the week, y'all. So it's awesome. And what I do is I have a digital scale for food, and I weigh out 2 ounces of meat, 1 ounce of cheese, and 1 ounce of veggies. For me, for my kids, it's a little bit more because they're growing and they eat a little bit more than I can eat at this point. And with them, it's still 2 ounces of meat and 1 ounce of cheese, but I kind of go overboard. Well, not overboard, but I go, more than an ounce in veggies, sometimes in cheese too, because kids just love cheese. But yeah, that's how I do it. So I'm not sure the exact stats on this, but once you plug it into your tracking app, which you better be tracking if you want to be successful in this weight loss journey. If you're tracking, it is super high in protein. Raw veggies are crazy ass good for y'all. All kinds of vitamins and minerals. Very little fat, sugar, none of that shit you don't need. And the fat that's here, it's good fat. You don't have to worry about it. Nothing fried, no saturated fat, and it's delicious, and it fills me up. So try it, y'all. And, crock pot, easy peasy. And all you gotta do is cut it up and weigh it out. That's it. And then I cut up cubes of cheese, and I cut up a bunch of veggies ahead of time, and I you know, store them in the fridge, snack on them in between meals. Kids can snack on them. So it's, you know, win-win. So there's a go-to snack, crunchy snack, so you're not grabbing for chips or, in my case, popcorn, which, you know, that's another story. But yeah, so super good. Super good. So what's been going on, y'all? I want to know where you're at on your weight loss journey, so tell me. I've heard from some of you who are about the same amount of time out as me, and I've been watching some of you all for a long time who are farther out. And I gotta say, I'm happy to be this far out. I really, really am. I have made so much progress. I'm really comfortable with my body right now. I'm not at my goal weight yet. I'm not, but I'm not beating myself up about it. So if you're where I'm at and you're, you know, you've lost a lot and you're feeling pretty good, you're looking good, you know, don't get discouraged if you're not at that goal weight yet. I was talking to my grandma, actually, my honey bunny. Her name's Joyce, but we all call her Honey. So I was talking to my honey bunny the other day, and she was saying, you know, you look really good, which meant a whole lot to me because she's a beautiful woman, always has been someone that I look up to, and it meant a lot to me to hear her say that. Anyway, I was talking to her, and, you know, she says, you know, you look really good. And I said, you know, she said, well, how do you feel? I said, I feel good. I said, I feel like I look like on the outside what I always thought I looked like, or what I always felt like in the inside. So finally the two pictures match. And my mom was there too. We were all having lunch or breakfast together. And my mom was saying, yeah, you know, I was talking to your dad the other day, and he was talking about how, or we were talking about how you seem much happier, much more comfortable, and you dress different. Like before, you would wear things that were kind of low cut, or, you know, we would be like, why is she wearing that? And she goes, you know, we never said that to your face, although I think my mom did a few times. But yeah, you know, we were talking about that. And I said, you know, it's interesting that you said that. And she was funny because she was kind of like, didn't want to say it because she thought I would take it the wrong way, and thought it would hurt my feelings. Although, when has my mom ever not said what she wanted to say? If you knew her, you would know. But anyway, so yeah, I was like, no, you know, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. In fact, you know, I was really glad that she said that, because it really kind of hit me. Like before, when I was heavier, you know, I had big titties, and I would parade them around. You know, I would wear low-cut things to show them off. I would wear tighter clothes because I thought it made me look smaller. I would, you know, pile on the makeup, and, you know, I still wear makeup, but obviously, and I love wearing makeup, but before, you know, when I was heavier, it was like I would not be seen without makeup, you know what I mean? And now, you know, it's like I wear makeup because it makes me feel good. I love putting it on. It's just fun to do. It's, you know, an artistic expression sort of for me. And, you know, but I've recorded videos without makeup. I'll go to the store without makeup, you know, things that I would not have done when I was heavier. And, but it really struck out to me, or, you know, stuck out. I cannot talk today. It really stuck out to me when she said that, because it made me realize, you know, that now that I am at a comfortable size, even though I'm not at my goal weight, right? I'm still losing. I'm not at maintenance yet. But even though I'm at now that I'm at a comfortable size, I'm more comfortable in my clothes. I'm more comfortable in my own skin. When I was heavier, I had to try hard, right? Now that I'm comfortable with how I look, and I feel like I look like what I thought I always look like, or it's really quite extraordinary, you know, that other people kind of notice. Chicken's good. Other people kind of notice what's going on with the mind-body connection and your personality, even when maybe you didn't really know what was going on. If I can make any more confusing, for you, let me know. I wasn't consciously not dressing the same, you know, like I wasn't consciously not wearing low-cut things because my boobs are smaller now, or you know, I wasn't really thinking of it like that. And I wasn't purposely dressing in a way that was different. I haven't, you know, shopped at different stores or anything like that. But I think it has more to do with how I present myself. So not just in the articles of clothing, but how I'm presenting. And I think it comes from that deep feeling of confidence and security. Mozzarella, mozzarella is good cheese. No, but yeah, I think it comes from a confidence at the core of who I am. But yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I guess the point of what I'm saying is that, you know, finally the inner me matches the outer me, if that makes sense. When I was heavier, I didn't really see myself as being as heavy as I actually was. And so I think I would present myself in a way that was not authentic to who I was. I would try to highlight the big titties and, you know, cleavage and all that in a way to make myself feel more confident. At the time, I didn't really realize that's what I was doing. So it was interesting to have someone point that out to me. And now I feel pretty good in almost anything that I wear. And, you know, obviously some things look better than other things, but more now it's more about comfort and just what I like than trying to highlight, you know, my assets. I'm finally to the point where I think I'm comfortable in my own skin. I never really got that before. I never really got that concept. Like, I had heard it, you know, before, other people saying that. And even when I was heavier, I thought maybe that I was comfortable in my own skin because I still liked who I was, even though I was fat. But now I get it. Now I truly, truly get it. I'm comfortable in the movement of my body. I'm comfortable in the way my body looks in clothes. So yeah, it's been very interesting, and it's very encouraging to hear from other people in my life that I present in a more confident, happy, carefree way, because, you know, that's what I want. That's awesome. That's what I wanted to talk about today, and yeah, it's good. As Martha would say, it's a good thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed having lunch with me. I am finished with my mozzarella. I think there was 3 or 4 pieces in there, whatever an ounce is, I think. Chicken takes me a little bit longer to chew and process. It can be, some days chicken's a little bit hard for me, like it just feels kind of heavy in my stomach. So I may not get all this chicken down, and that's all right. The veggies, yeah, I'll get those down. rawveggiesarethebomb.com. If you're a VSG patient, I really, really recommend some kind of protein meal like this. Talk with your surgeon, talk with your doctor to figure out, you know, if this is all right, depending on how many months or weeks you are out. Some plans have you waiting so long before you can put raw veggies back in your diet. If that's the case, maybe steam them a little bit in here. That's an idea too. I've never had trouble with the raw veggies. I've been eating them since probably 3 months out or so. And obviously you can substitute for any kind of veggies that you like. Any kind of cheese. I do a lot of Colby Jack with the kids because that's what they love. I do cheddar a lot for me. But mozzarella is also a really good, tasty cheese to cut up and, you know. Thank you for having lunch with me. Let me know where you're at in your journey. Let me know if you get what I'm talking about. If you get this idea. Oh, I got a hair. I shed a lot. If you get this idea of being comfortable in your own skin, of being who you are, of being, you know, the authentic you, as Dr. Phil would say, let me know what you think, where you're at. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.